the people. This one I just think is really cool, and I'll tie it into Maine. It's December 21st, it's 1970. Elvis Presley stands before President Richard Nixon at the White House, a moment captured in the famous photo and driven by Elvis's offer to help the government's war on drugs. It was a surreal intersection of celebrity and politics that rippled far beyond Washington. For Mainers, the story had extra resonance. Elvis would later bring that celebrity to Central Maine. He played that show at the Civic Center in '77, turning a national headline into a local event. And Nixon's presidency, from the launch of the Environmental Protection Agency to new federal drug policy debates, shaped policies that touched Maine's coastlines, fisheries, and small communities. In a state where national figures rarely dominate day-to-day life, the Elvis-Nixon meeting made a Washington drama feel close to home, a reminder that pop culture and policy reach even the quiet corners of a state like Maine. Till tomorrow, I'm Brian Salt.